Happy Love Day to you all. And I would typically say Happy Valentine's Day, but I've decided that I would like to change this holiday to be more about love and expressing love to everyone in our lives, whether you are married, whether you are in a partnership, out of a partnership, single, all alone, and you have been for the last 10 years, it shouldn't matter, right? A day where we express love to everyone or those who we feel like we want to in our lives is a much more powerful and expansive way of living. So often, we buy into the programs, right? We buy into the idea of, oh, it has to look like this and it has to be like that. And these days, in these holidays, they end up making us feel awful, right? It's like, if I'm somebody who's, 50 pounds overweight and I look on social media, and I see what our society has told us are like the perfect people, I look at that and it constantly makes me feel bad, right? Okay, enough of this then. I want us to focus more on unconditionally loving and learning what that really is. And what that is whatever, we start to have a conversation with ourselves about what really matters, right? So if I'm going to love myself unconditionally, I'm going to learn to accept myself, right? I'm going to radically step into self-responsibility for me. That's part of unconditional loving. When we conditionally love other people in a relationship, so if I conditionally love someone, I expect them to keep up their end of the bargain. And if they don't, then I start blaming and pointing fingers about why we're so miserable, right? But if I unconditionally love someone, I realize that, it's my job to make myself happy. It's their job to make themselves happy. And together, we don't feel the pressure. We just enjoy a relationship. Yes, things come up and, you work them out. And it's not a power struggle. Like, oh, I have to get my way all the time. Or, oh, I have to give in all the time. Or, right? Well, Valentine's Day has been all about the gifts, right? It hasn't been about love that I've seen, right? I mean, you look at the cards and they're beautiful. However, we all believe that, if you're alone on Valentine's Day or you're worried about not having a date on Valentine's Day, you might feel bad about it. And if you're in a marriage and you're not really happy, Valentine's Day, I can tell you, can make you feel kind of worse about your situation if you're not happy. So let's let go of buying in to what this holiday is supposed to be, and let's focus more on, okay, let's love ourselves, let's offer love to others in our lives. And how do we do that? Well, I have some ideas. So my idea for the people who happen to be single is focus on yourself. What are the things that you would like to do? Maybe it's during that day. Maybe it's that evening, Cook a really yummy organic meal. Go for a really awesome hike, walk. Do an activity that you enjoy. These are things that I probably enjoy. Being in nature, though, always makes us feel good. So, maybe you're a snowshoer, and there's snow on the ground. Go out, do that. Plan something. Plan things for yourself that you really enjoy. You can also, because this is a day of expressing love, let people in your life who you do love, let them know. Maybe it's setting up a Zoom call with family members if you're not able to be in person with them. Maybe you can, meet somebody for coffee and have car coffee, or we can get creative. Things don't have to be the way that we've been told that they're supposed to be. Things can be the way that we decide We're in charge, but we forget that a lot, okay? So when it comes to partners, right? I'm going to use the typical relationship. Maybe I've been in a partnership for a long time and maybe I'm feeling good about it. Maybe I'm not feeling so good about it. What I want to offer you is this. We put so much pressure on this one day. And of course, if we're going to do that, right, we're going to have the expectation. We're going to be disappointed. That's just the way it goes. So stop setting the expectation. Unless you would like to set the expectation that you're going to be a giver on a day of expressing love, right? Maybe if I'm in a relationship, maybe I'll write my partner a love letter, right? I remember one year I actually did a silly poem for my ex-husband years ago. You know, there are fun things that we can actually do, right? We can make something for somebody. I had somebody make me something years ago. And that's a beautiful, loving act, you know? Something that takes time, that shows I'm doing this because I care and because I love you, right? Cook a meal for somebody. Give somebody a foot rub, right? It doesn't always have to be the way we have believed it had to be, right? So this is about expressing love. And also I want to say, hey, it might be a Valentine's Day family night, you know, it might be game night, right? Or going around the table and telling everybody what I love about them, right? It's not the only thing that I love about them, but it's fun for kids to hear why mom and dad love them, right? And remember, don't stay on the surface and don't talk about the way our children look or what their achievements are. Go deeper, right? Go into your heart space and share with your child what it is that they do that lights you up, right? Maybe it's seeing the way they help in the family, you know? Maybe it's that they're always somebody who can find a solution for something. I mean, there are just so many places that we can go. So I want to say happy Love Day to you all. Let's change this and make it a day where we express our love to those who we really care about in our lives. All right, guys, thanks so much for your time. Here's to you all. Take care.